Good evening. Welcome all of you. Bande Matram. We have a nice topic for you right now. To read, not to read. Very interesting. To read, not to read. In the past part, we have already discussed reading of books as help in sadhana. Couple of steps we have overcome. We have come forward. Like we have seen, books are helpful. What is the point, what is the blessings of reading, where is the lacuna pitfall, where lies the pros and cons, so far philosophy is concerned. Now itself, in this session we'll find, maybe in the brief, what are to be read and what not to be read. That is what to be discussed right now. Anyway, before going for that, I think some initially it is better to go for one or two examples that will be very much helpful in your in this part of discussion here right now. Couple of things right now we are going to come across, actually what are to be read and what not to be read. But before going for that one, we have to see a couple of things which is very basic before going to analyze, going for the true analysis of our topic here. Mother quotes, it is quite natural to want to meditate while reading the yogic literature. Initially, Mother was speaking of books, philosophical books, intellectual development, intelligence. But in the latter part, Mother is pushing forward, moving forward towards something like spiritual literature, yogic literature. It is quite natural to want to meditate while reading yogic literature. If you are concerned, if you are reading, if you are analyzing, so better to read yogic literature. And before reading yogic literature, for the proper development, for our proper expansion, enlargement, so the initial thing is very much essential, that is you have to meditate. Before going for yogic literature, before reading the yogic spiritual literature, you have to meditate. That is not the laziness. Meditation, it does not mean that laziness. Sometimes we go to some functions. They don't know what really they are going to, they are doing there. Suppose they are celebrating somebody's birthday of their kids maybe, or their own anniversary. People are coming from near and far one, near and far. They are their kith and kin, their relatives. They are coming there simply they want to enjoy the party. They want to just express their hearty gratitude. That is what is normally the vision. But here, where really our purpose is different. We have gone there to meditate, to have a 1 hour sitting there, and 1 hour sitting there we have gone there. But this is quite contradictory to their impressions, their mental acceptance. They can't accept. Even if they are sitting silently, they have to, they get exhausted, they don't know. This is the ordinary conscious people, they are actually living that way. This meditation you can take in the way something like laziness. You are doing nothing, simply as you are closing your eyes and sitting. Not the laziness. The laziness of the mind consists in not meditating. You must be careful because you are careful. But people who are coming from outside and they are coming for the other purpose, simply like enjoying, and they feel it is a laziness. But laziness does not consist in meditating. Laziness of mind consists in not meditating. When the consciousness wants to do so. Even I have seen people. Some people are there actually while meditating. They will be snoring like anything. They will be sleeping, snoring like anything. They don't know what really they are doing. What is the purpose and where really they are sitting. Simply they don't know. Even some conscious sleep is also there during meditation. You will be accepting. You will be experiencing. but that is the purpose is different. So this meditation is definitely not laziness. You have to take care. And laziness of the mind consists not in meditating. When the consciousness wants to do so, degradation of consciousness, it is going down. You are swaying. At the point of meditation, you are simply going down. So that must not be the thing. But the thing is that you have to meditate before going for the spiritual literature, yogic literature. This meditation, definitely it is not the mental phenomenon of laziness. You have to be very forward, very active, and go forward. All should be done quietly from within. Take care. All should be done quietly from within. Quietly something you are doing because you know nobody is there to talk to you. You can find nobody is there sitting. So at that time, what really you are going to do? What is your purpose? Simply you are sitting quietly. It does not mean that you are meditating. Meditating, concentration, that is different. Purpose is different. In which state of consciousness you are. Even you can find people are gathering like anything. There itself you are sitting and meditating. It does not actually hurt you. I'll give you an example of meditation, very beautiful example. Somebody, one sadhu, decided to go for this is sadhana, siddhi. So where he has to go, he choose. There is a very good forest is there, one jungle is there. Inside that jungle, there is a very good tree is there. So he decided, he picked up that tree, and he will sit under that tree and he will meditate as the Buddha was sitting under that Bodhidharma. Banyan tree. Decided and went and started meditating, doing the sadhana. But things were not that much way, helpful. On that tree, actually, one crow was staying. All at a sudden, this crow could be able to see that somebody is actually coming and sitting for meditation. He don't know what is the penance, what is the meditation, dhyana and all that. It does not know. Simply it felt that somebody has come and this crow is getting disturbed. What he has to do. So he could not be able to tolerate this type of meditation. Somebody will come and disturb so long enjoyed monotony. It was enjoying. Nobody was there. Crow was alone. Its life was in another way. But here is everything is disturbed. He could not tolerate. So disturbed. Shouted, ka, something like that. And which was actually very much disgusting and disturbing for this sadhu who was doing the sadhana. This sadhu got disturbed. He wanted to actually push this crow forward. So, but actually crow is also adamant. It is not going. Even if the stone pelting, making sounds, nothing could be helpful in driving away that crow. So what he has to do? Both are adamant. Crow is not trying to live, and it is in a mind of disturbing. Here also in the same case in sadhu, he is also adamant. He is not interested in living, but actually ice is not breaking somewhere. One day this sadhu is deciding, okay, unnecessarily I have tried a lot, but I could not be able to drive away this crow. Instead, I will leave this place and go. So he tried, I will shift to some other place. And astonishingly, to his utter astonishment, he found there is no sound of the crow that day. He is looking at the heaven and expressing his gratitude to the God. Thank you, God. I am grateful to you. At least this crow is gone. When he was shouting this, doing the prayer, he was actually praising the Lord. Then there was a voice from outside, from the top. This crow has found its mukhya. Mukhya. You could not be stable in driving away the crow, nor able to sit for meditation and doing the sadhana. But actually it was adamant. It was consistent. So for its consistency, it got the mukhya. and it is there, he has gone, it has gone, but you are simply sitting here without getting anything. That is what the problem with you. So another course, all should be done quietly from within. Working, speaking, reading, writing, all these things, whatever they are. Normally, what we do here, working, speaking, reading, writing, everything should be done in the real consciousness, part of the real consciousness. Don't do anything without getting conscious. So whatever you will do, it should be done quietly from within, quietly from within. Working, speaking, reading, writing as the part of the real consciousness, not with the dispersed and unquiet movement. Normally we do something, definitely we are doing something, but not knowing, without knowing what really we are doing. As part of the real consciousness, not with the dispersed and unquiet movement of the ordinary consciousness. So stay in the higher consciousness. Whatever you are doing, do quietly from within. All sort of work must be an offering. You must be very conscious, and you must stay in the higher consciousness, in the larger consciousness. Working, speaking, reading, writing as a part of the real consciousness. Real consciousness, not in the ordinary surface consciousness or below surface consciousness, but not in other word, in the ordinary consciousness. You have to move forward. You have to move forward. So then, okay, we have learned something, but thing is that what to be read and what not to be read. To read what and to not to read what. That is what the question before us. Mother Course explains beautifully, and we started from something ordinary reading, then we came to the philosophy literature, then we come for the yogic literature. Here, the very beautiful, the bright line we are going to take the hint as from the as a direction from the mother to read what will help you help the yoga. That's what you do, indicating very in a very minutest way, Mother Course, to read what is helpful, what will help the yoga, what will be useful for the work, what will develop the capacity of the divine purpose. That's what you do. That's what will help the yoga, number one. Second, will be useful for the work. Useful for the work. Unnecessary, you don't waste your time. Number three, what will develop the capacities for the divine purpose. You are here only for the divine, to live for the divine, to think for the divine, and to become the divine, to manifest the divine. So your purpose is in the spiritual life, integrally yoga you are doing. The purpose is only for the divine, by the divine, through the divine, of the divine, on the divine. So only the divine, nothing but the divine. Only the divine, nothing but the divine. So for actually you should read something that will be in three ways. You will be helpful. Number one, help in yoga. Second, will be useful for the work. Third, will develop the capacities for the divine purpose. For the divine purpose, these are the things you must read. Not to what? Not to read. What not to read? Not to read. To read this one. Not to read worthless stuff. Number one. Worthless stuff. It has got absolutely no meaning, no use, no value. Worthless stuff. Or for mere entertainment. Mere entertainment. Time is there. Reading for reading's sake. Reading for enjoyment's sake. Because I have nothing to do, I am doing. Not that way. Not for a mere entertainment or for dilating intellectual curiosity. Dilatant intellectual curiosity. I have to read. I have to improve my intellectuality, intellectual improvement, curiosity, to satisfy that. Not that. What is the nature of mental drain thinking? That is what the purpose normally mind does. Don't go for that. So to read, what will help in ego? useful for your work, and develop the capacity in the divine purpose. Not to read worthless stuff. Second, for mere entertainment. Third, for dilettante intellectual curiosity, which is the nature of the mind brain thinking. You must remember, you must go through. Thank you.